the simplest, easiest method of friction fire. I think you'll find the pump drill interesting. Hi, I'm Greg Ovens, and this is Ovens Rocky Mountain Bushcraft. There we go. Oh. You guys have seen me make bow drill fire many times, and I want to show you a simple friction fire that is a little easier to use than bow drill. It's kind of similar, the pump drill. Cut down some juniper, dead and dry. I mean, that's always the key. You know, for those that might have trouble doing a bow drill because it's quite strenuous, takes a lot of effort, this might be the ticket. I'm going to use a dog bane line instead of paracord. And basically, the pump drill, you need a weight. So I've got this chunk of wood, and it weighs about, if I had to guess, between 3 and 4 pounds, which is ideal. And I'll split this, carve out a spot for my drill when I get this all cleaned up and ready. I already have my dog bane line made. I make a lot of cordage. I just sit around when I'm bored and make rope and fishing line with dog bane that I've collected. And I love making cordage. And you know, if you haven't tried making cordage, that's another thing you should get out and experiment with and try making it. You can make it with lots of different things. Your stinging nettle, dog bane, milkweed. I'll get all these parts cleaned up. I gotta split this in half, split this in half. And when I start putting it back together, I'll show you how the pump drill works. You know what's neat about juniper is the colors. It's got like purple streaks. Juniper is nice wood. There's a lot of knots in that piece of wood. Broke the handle off my knife. I guess too much pounding, too much trying to chop wood with it. But you know, like I use knives so much, I break them all the time. I lose them all the time, so I'll have to just get another knife and carve my handle up. Okay, well, I've got all my parts done. Cleaned up my drill. Actually turned out okay. And I drilled a hole through. Couple little holes at the ends here. I wasn't going to show the whole procedure. I just want to do a demonstration of the pump drill. My counterweight, it has right in the middle, it had a dowel piece almost identical width of my drill, which fits in. So when I put the other piece on and tie it, it's going to fit just nice right in that groove. So that worked out, because this has to be able to go up and down when we attach our string to each side. I think you'll find the pump drill interesting. So you know how they say even a broken clock is right twice a day. Broken clock or watch doesn't do you much good. The thing is, with a broken knife like this, you would never throw this away. Even if the handle's broken, I can make a handle if I have to out of some sticks. I can sandwich it together, tie this down, but you can still use it. Once you lash it together between some branches, you still got a knife. So keep that in mind. Broken knife is better than no knife. Pump drill is probably the easiest method of friction fire. It's easier than bow drill, far easier than hand drill. You know, I've seen people, oh, just use a plow drill. Well, now I'm telling you, that is the hardest method of friction fire you can imagine. It takes so much effort, it's just ridiculous. You'd almost have to be a 25-year-old Olympic athlete to achieve a coal with a plow drill. Okay, no, I've done it when I was 25, but I'm telling you, I doubt I'd be able to do it now. But with this method of pump drill, as far as a friction fire goes, probably the easiest method you'll find. And now we're gonna get it put together, and I'll show a demonstration, and then we'll get our fire going. Try to get this ice and snow off this stump here. So, I'm just going to explain something here now. I did use a drill, as you know, for the holes in my handle. If all I had was a knife, I could do this differently. I'll give you an example. For a counterweight, which is usually about 8-10 inches up, I could use boards or branches sideways and tie my weights in between here, leaving a block. You just got to make sure there's room for your spindle or your drill to go up and down. This is my counterweight. We're going to tie that tight. Approximately 8 inches is good. I usually make a loop like this. And then I can just pull it tight. I don't want the drill spinning in between the counterweight. Okay, I got my counterweight on. Now, put this through here. Okay, I got the one end tied, so obviously I don't want my stick to hit the counterweight. So I gotta pull this up until it's not going to touch. Up a bit more, and then I'll tie it there. I'll put it down here, it'll stay there. So now I can adjust my string one way or the other, but you want it even. You basically turn your drill, your string goes up the drill to about there. Now here's the key to using a pump drill proper. You only push down about halfway and then you let go of the pressure downward, or else what'll happen, I'll show you what'll happen if I push all the way. See? It won't wind. Basically, you push about halfway and let it come up on its own. See? Halfway. That's how you want it. But you know what? The thing is with this doesn't take any effort. And I don't have to go fast or push hard, because I could do this all day until I got smoke. It's already hot. So, we're ready to attempt our fire. So I know you guys are pretty observant. Now, when I was doing the demonstration, my counterweight slid right down to the bottom. So I had to retie it, move it up, tighten it down. I think we're ready to go. Something to keep in mind with plant fiber cordage. Don't let the sun touch it or shine on it. It's going to weaken it extensively. Well, leave a comment below if you think it's going to break or not. Okay, I'm ready to collect some material. You always want to have, with any friction fire, or any fire, your material ready ahead of time. This log is a bit slippery. I put my knife here to try to hold it against here, because it's icy on top, eh? Now we don't have to go fast. It doesn't take effort. When we see smoke, we're going to go a little faster. Start off slow. But see, this is easy. It actually is. I'm starting to get smoke, so now I'm going to go a little faster. But you can take your time. I think we got her. Yep. Now, like all my fires, I happen to have in my truck, as I always do, some dry rotted stump to get my coal bigger. I always get the coal bigger. I just leave my coal right in the fireboard. I don't care till I get the fire going. And actually this one, I'm telling you, like, practice the pump drill. It's the simplest, easiest method of friction fire. And my dog bane held out. I'm pretty happy. I didn't know if it would, but it did. One of my favorite methods of friction fire, because it just doesn't take effort to Not like bow drill or hand drill or any of those. And the objective here is just get our flame and fire. I'm not going to start a big fire. But yeah, try pump drill. Practice these things before you get out in the bush. You can make them at home. Like, just copy this. Like I say, improvise if you have to with your handle. If you don't have a way to drill through it, you can use your knife, but it would take a long time. Just like that. Oh, there it goes. I'm going to keep this pump drill kit. It's the first time I've showed you pump drill on video. Very easy method. And we'll see you on the next one. Cover photos, Grant.